Hey, Dravy. Oh, wow. That's awesome, Dravy. Thank you so much. So, Dravy just hit me up on Patreon. Pledged some money. Which is awesome, and that means that you will get something named after you. Armies and things are constantly changing names in this, but we will try to make this one the Dravy Army. The Dravy 81 Army. There you go. Dude, that is awesome. That is so cool. Like, Patreon is definitely the best way to support Twitch streams and things like that. I'm not a Twitch partner. I don't make money from Twitch at the moment, except for donations and Patreon. So that is super duper helpful. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Or a province. Yeah, I could have named a province. I mean, here you have your name always on screen. With a province, it's sometimes. Although provinces will... province naming is confusing because it doesn't always update everything. So, nah, we'll stick with the army. The Grand Kniaz has committed an absolute faux pas today in front of the court and a few foreign dignitaries. The repercussions of this will take years to repair. Ooh, that has actually dropped me quite low. And, oh no, we got a new king, which, this is another thing I freaking hate about republics. When you get a new king, that usually resets your legitimacy. So you might have had a legitimacy with 0. As soon as that guy dies, boom, it's 100 again. Or I think it usually stats at 80 or 90, depending on how good their claim is. With a merchant republic or a republic of any other type, you get a new ruler, it actually goes down. And because the penalties are so harsh, you're constantly juggling that. Anyway, Orthodox makes that cheaper. Overextension increases it. Only by 17%. I think we're going to do it. Though this is costing me a lot of admin points. But our military is staying pretty modern. There's the Siege of Odiev. Let's go and grab you. Lovely jubbly. Just double check the coalition map mode. Yeah, Lithuania is getting a little bit close, but I think that's all the expansion I want to do for a while. Like, bloated Muscovy is strong. Let's go and hang out in Muscovy for a time. We could also recruit another 5 regiments. Okay, so we can get Patriarchal Authority or we can gain Legitimacy. We don't need any Legitimacy, so I'm quite happy to take the Patriarchal Authority. So Patriarchal Authority has changed somewhat in this. Basically, it used to just be a 0 to 100 scale. There was almost no point having it low because there was no negative, there was no downside to having it low, and you always wanted it high. But now you can basically spend Patriarchal Authority on these different icons. So we can get like the manpower, recovery speed, and discipline, which is actually really strong, especially for someone like Muscovy, where you are going to want lots and lots of manpower to throw at your enemies. And discipline is always a good option. Unrest and harsh treatment if you're having internal problems, construction and development if you're having a particularly powerful time, improved relations, aggressive expansion if you're going expansionist, so maybe that's something that we could have used. And then institution embracement cost and institution spread, which is useful if you're trying to get technologies to go around. We can't afford any of these just yet because it will cost 10 Patriarch Authority to commission new icons to all the churches. And in fact, we're going to support the reform. Then in the future, we'll need 1 more of those, and then we'll be higher. So with that 5% Patriarch Authority, we are also getting missionary strength, unrest reduction, and manpower increase. I could consecrate a metropolitan to get the state higher. Metropolitans are done... I did see the icon previously. Where the hell was it? Oh, it's in this, isn't it? It's in the state. There we go. Consecrate Metropolitan. It will increase state maintenance by 10%. It will reduce monthly devastation. And it lasts for the rest of the game. Do it. So we're going to have the Metropolitan in Muscovy. Boom. Which then means that we have enough to get an idol. And I'm thinking that we'll go for the idol of St. Michael. Because we've already lost the aggressive expansion. Institution, I don't think is going to hit us for a long time. So I am somewhat less concerned about that. Because it has started in Italy somewhere, I assume. So yeah, we're going to go with the icon of St. Michael. Boom. And he lasts for 10 years. No, 20 years. So it's basically 10 Patriarch Authority for a bonus that lasts 20 years. I can feed my vassal to save some admin power. That's true. I always forget about vassal feeding. And the other thing that we should probably have a look at, which I've still not really got to grips with, are the edicts. Although I don't think there are any that we particularly want. We're not a trading power, so we won't need the trade power. The local manpower modifier could be good in our more populous states, like Moscow, where there is a lot of manpower available. I mean, this is increasing the state cost, which isn't necessarily a good thing. We have loads of money right now. Let's increase manpower modifier here. So we may well want to get admin ideas to reduce state maintenance, then we can have more of these edicts in more places at once. It's an interesting idea. There's the Renaissance. It hadn't actually fired yet. Really, in 53. It usually fires on the dot of 1450. Where did it appear? Lombardy. Cremona. So, Renaissance starts spreading from there. It's not going to reach us for a long time unless we feed one of our provinces with development. Although actually it is spreading. Hold on. For what reason? European 10 development province. It would be even faster if we could get you to 20, and that's only 3 away. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Double the speed. Huzzah! And a revolt into Ver. I just got rid of my army maintenance. Because of the fort, Moscow has no further effect on the province. Yeah, forts have got better at dealing with rebels. Ryazan is being cored. 1 more month, and then I'll attack them from here. Nope. Oh, you're going to Muscovy, which means that I get any defensive bonuses. Although it's Muscovy, so it's in the plains. We do, however, have a much better general. Plus the plus 5% discipline, which means our armies are just better. Alright, let's reduce our army maintenance. Why is that? Okay, we are making money. I was going to say, why are we still losing money? That's kind of scary. What's the manpower deficit? It's pretty high, 18,000. Because we have just been in a flurry of wars. We fought Novgorod, beat them. We fought Tver, annexed them. We fought Ryazan, annexed them. We fought Odeyev, annexed them. So we have a lot of AE now, which we need to burn down for a time. And also big manpower deficit. But we should be able to overcome that fairly soon. And we have no rivals. Great Horde for sure. Are you going to force me to have 2? Nope. Don't need to rival Poland. Good. Well, we may as well continue improving relations with our friends. Just to keep them sweet during our moment of weakness. And we still cannot get churches anywhere. I think what I'm going to do is, well, we're already focusing that. Well, we actually generate quite a lot of admin points, so I'm fairly happy with this. And we have advisors everywhere. Alright, cool. You've seen colonialism fire 20 years late? Really? I've never seen it. I've seen like maybe a year late at most. Okay, we can recall that. Do we want to start fabricating on some of the other nations? I mean, we may as well. So, a war against Kazan would bring us into one with Crimea, Uzbek and the Timurids. Castile have got the Iberian wedding? Oh no, sorry, it's the Great Horde who is our rival. Let's stop doing that and go after the Great Horde, who is only allied with the Timurids. They changed their icon. It used to be red splotches. Duke of Burgundy has died. Which means Burgundian inheritance has indeed happened. And Castile got the Netherlands. It didn't go to Austria. Castile's not the emperor, is he? No. National epic. We lose 20 ducats. We gain yearly prestige, which is pretty good. So yeah, I think I will take that. Yes, I love a good story. We've got another core, and another core. Marvellous. Ryzan uprising is due soon. Oh yeah, these are based on your monarch's abilities. Ivan Veliski is an inspiring leader, plus 5% morale for armies. That's cool. And Poland is now a rival, so we should probably rival them back. And we have church. We didn't have churches yet. So what am I able to build? Why are you appearing here? But I can't build you. That's weird. Oh, maybe one of my vassals can. That's possible. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, Poland. I will throw you the middle finger too. Furthermore, I'm gonna stop making you trade. Issue embargo. Issue embargo. Okay, and that should beef up my power projection a little bit more, although we've gained a bunch from eclipsing Novgorod and Kazan. We are the 5th greatest power, which also generates more, and we conquered a whole bunch of territory from Novgorod, which I should probably make sure that we do again in the future. Novgorod still has no allies. 1462, 7 years before I can pick on them again. So actually with the other one, what I might do is... Why am I improving relations? That was the wrong option. Spy network and... Spy network. Off you go! Nagai has announced Great Horde as a new rival. And there's the Ryzan revolt, which I totally wasn't watching for. You did, however, spawn on one of my forts, which I have not reduced maintenance from. We're down to just 12,000 men short. Boom. Go and hide in Moscow so we're not taking attrition. Lovely jubbly. Alright, how far away are we from actually going up? Pretty close. And thankfully we're keeping up to date with the weapons. Although we're not ahead of time. That is admin. Let's build a couple of churches. Oh, I do like this interface. Moscow can have one. Nizhny Novgorod can have one. Rytsev can have one. Vladimir can have one. We'll spend all of our money. Sure, why not? You feel sorry for Novgorod in this DLC. Well, if you've been watching my playthrough, you absolutely should feel sorry for Novgorod in this DLC. They have a really rough time of it. Like, really rough. And I did kind of sort of rage quit from playing as Novgorod when I discovered that the Vesh Republic still has the same limitations as merchant republics for the size of your country. You're in freaking Russia! Why are you limited in size? It's ridiculous. Grr. Can I do anything with my estates? Yes. So I can grant you, I can do the called Diet, which raises you high enough, and then I can get 100 military power. I can... I'll have to give you a contribution and grant monopoly charters. No, that wouldn't be enough. This would get you up to 20 influence, and there's a minimum of 25 to get this, so the Burkhas has no difference. With the clergy, if I support the clergy, that raises it by 15, which raises that above 50, allowing me to get... Oh, it's 3 short. Bollocks. We could get a minister. Level 2 minister for half price. For admin, which is tempting. Oh, especially for the national unrest. You know what? Do it. And then the admin as well. And we will hire this dude. Costs 2 a month rather than 4. Very worthwhile. And honestly, for the Diplo, I could do with one of those too. That's admin. You're the no. You're the Diplo. Improve relations. We're not exactly doing that a lot at the moment. 15 influence gets you to 70, which is danger zone. So no, we're not doing that. We can pass the advancement of religion, which gives us more unrest and more missionary strength. Right now we don't need it, I don't think. We may need it later, though. That'll do. Oh, and Novgorod, fabricate claim. We'll say Tikvin. We'll start taking their southern territories. And Great Horde, fabricate claim. Tambov. Oh, we can only get 2 from you. What a shame. Military leader has died. We should probably replace him now. Not very good. Much better. And we can actually keep a couple of leaders, so that is fine. It was you. Yeah, you're actually good. Andrei Bibikov. Welcome to the army. Ooh, Novgorod's having rebel problems. What a shame. It'll cost quite a lot to repay this loan, but I want to do it, like, as soon as I can. We were caught fabricating in Novgorod. That is unfortunate. Let's get another one here. Verones. In fact, with 20... Oh, it's going down. Never mind. Oh. Don't want to be taking attrition. That kind of defeats the whole object of increasing the size of our military. Repay loans. 165. Nah. Unhappiness among the merchants. Conflict and protests over taxes. Corporations, port duties, navy requisitions, trade and customs policies were quite frequent and often had a counterproductive effect. So we lose diplo power, or we lose mercantilism. I'll take the diplo power hit, thank you. Rebels in Russia. How ahistorical. Absolutely. Couldn't imagine a more stable location. Or else. You better not be imagining anything less stable. Actually, ages, that's another thing I kind of forgot about. Control centers of trade, that's going to be difficult. Have a city with at least 30 core own and control a core province with at least 30 development. Why is that out of 32? It's weird. Discover America. Embrace the Renaissance. I would like to do that. Hold 3 thrones. That's unlikely. Presence on 2 continents. Depending on how far into Asia I spread, that's possible. And then humiliate a rival. We could do that, actually. How strong are Timurids right now? I can't really tell, but they haven't split. Like, there's no Persia appearing. We still have rebels due relatively soon. Incorporating a country, that is something we absolutely should be doing. Who do we want? Perm, probably. Being the most rebellious. And also the biggest. Your stuff would be more effective under my leadership. So we need to start improving relations with you. Let's stop doing spy network on you. Let's improve relations with you. Last tournament gives another 10% morale. It will cost us 42 ducats, which we can spend, and 30 splendor. Really? I've never seen an event which costs splendor. It's interesting. And the Great Horde have become feudal. What a crying shame. Below zero have insulted us. That is not wise. I should feed Perm with Kazan. That's not a bad idea. And I probably should feed below zero with Novgorod. So Rostov and Yaroslavl are the ones I should get. So actually Yaroslavl. Let's do Yaroslavl. That's a very good point. Good point, well made. let's go and stop improving relations with you and start doing it with Yaroslavl, because there's nothing I can feed you with. Om nom nom nom. Okay, armies are recovering rather quickly. We're only 6,000 short. How much below the manpower limit are we? 6. Well, marriage has ended. Shocking. Dynastic actions. Royal marriage. Yes. Oh, you were offering me one. Never mind. Let's continue fabricating on Novgorod. They've still not got any allies, and the higher our spy network with them, the faster it is to siege down their one fort. Yeah, I know the insulting is automatic. Especially as it's a vassal, I really don't care. I just like to make threats against people when they do. Reichsreform. Cool. Has no impact on me whatsoever. National tax modifier is reduced, or stability is reduced. Yeah, sure, I'll take your loyalty, it's fine. We're losing money. Why? That interest is really not helping. Yelets is going to rise up soon, so we should probably move one of our armies down here. Give you that general, give you that general, and then raise maintenance in preparation of it. Spymaster died. Oh, the reason we're losing money is because we had the higher level admin guy, isn't it? Okay, so at this point I definitely do want the level 2 minister. It'll cost more money, but I'm okay with this. Cost 1 ducat more basically for a level 2. Right. That will raise you to 70. When does it go down? 17 years. Still dangerous. Because if you get one event which raises it by another 10%, then you're over the limit and you start having the boyar seizing control of the government thing. If only you could convince banks it would be in their best interest, low interest. Well, funny you should say that. One of my favourite ideas actually for a country is the interest reduction, like Genoa has it, and then Holland has it. And Venice used to get an event which gives it, but in my multiplayer event Venice game I never got it, which was really disappointing. It's like one of the strongest reasons to take Venice is you take that, you take economic which reduces it, and then technically if you take it with admin then your interest is like 0.15%, which is nothing. You just keep borrowing money. The only thing you need to worry about then is inflation. No, we're not doing this. We're just going to hire somebody. Cool. Especially as it's Diplo. I don't really care that much about Diplo. Let's get ahead of time. Now we're making production cash. And military, we should go forwards. End of the War of the Roses. The armed conflict to the succession of the English throne is finally over as the ruling dynasty defeats the rebels. Go Lancaster! Huzzah! Threaten the bank. Seems like something the Russians would do. True. True. Let's grab you. Allows Eastern Militia. Cool. Oh, is that Strelsky? No. This is the one that reduces autonomy everywhere. Oh, that's going to give me a lot of money. Hello.